Miracles happen. I know miracles happen because I've witnessed one firsthand. I'd like to take the credit for it, but the truth is all I did was step out on a limb that I was sure might snap at any moment. The limb was called sending a little unsolicited help to someone in dire need of some. At the time, the person I sent it to was going through a messy, heart-wrenching divorce only a year after saying vows he thought would carry him through a lifetime. The young lady whom we all thought the world of turned out to have more secrets than most of us accumulate in a lifetime. They tried to make it work, but when a beautiful piece of fruit is rotten to the core, saving it in its present form is pointless. Devastated and alone, this young man whom I have always greatly admired for his forthrightness, determination, and heart, suddenly lost the sparkle in his eyes. He looked so sad, like he had given up on life itself. I prayed and sent good thoughts his way, but still his eyes haunted me. Then a book came into my possession. Upon reading it, I thought that if anything could make a difference, maybe this one had a shot. I knew he would think I was insane for sending it, the way we all think that others are appalled when we go outside without makeup, when in reality they are too busy worrying about their own bad hair day to notice. So I took a deep breath, put his address on it, and sent it, figuring that would be the last I would hear about it. A month or so later, this young man's sister, who is a closer friend to me than he is, asked what book I gave him. I told her the title and asked why. She said he had read the whole thing, even though he isn't a reader, and had then gone and bought 4 copies to give to friends. She was wondering because she wanted to get a copy for herself. I was in a little shock because I was happy he had made good use of it. But never could I have prepared myself for what happened next. Apparently, he gave a copy to his parents, who had been raving about the book to anyone who would listen. His sister and her husband finished it and had a similar reaction. By this point, my mom was busting with curiosity to read it, so she asked the sister if she could borrow her copy. When the sister brought the copy to my sister happened to be there. Now my sister had heard all the wonderful stories about the book, how the original young man had found new faith in God from it, how his parents had embraced a new day and let go of the hurt and anger at the situation, how even the people that the young man worked with had started to turn around because of it. Before my mom could get the copy, however, my little sister grabbed it and said she had been wanting to read it. Now, I knew that my little sister had gone through severe depression years ago, but I had honestly thought she had moved past it and on to a life that she was enjoying. A few days after this musical book exchange, which I didn't even know about until later, my little sister called me with awe in her voice. "Do you know what you did?" I wasn't exactly sure what she meant. Then she went on to tell me how she had gotten to a point in her life that she believed life on Earth was just a living hell, and that she might as well find a way to survive it, because she certainly wasn't enjoying it. She was berating her kids, quarreling with everybody, mad at the world, and hurt besides. In short, she had given up on ever finding God or happiness. Then she started hearing about this book, and how it was helping everyone else. After reading it, she told me, "This is what everyone who is in pain needs to hear. They need to understand this. It makes all the difference in the world." At this writing, she is still battling physical pain that she has had for years. However, I sincerely hope that by stepping out on that limb of faith, I have helped her find an emotional peace that I don't think she has ever had. The most amazing thing is that had it not been for the tragedy of the first young man, I never would have thought to give the book to my sister. For going out on that limb of faith, God rescued lives I never even knew were in jeopardy. By now, I'm sure you're wondering about the title of this truly incredible book. Its name is The Greatest Miracle in the World. It's by Og Mandino. It's very short, very easy to read, and very, very powerful. If you know someone who needs a miracle in their lives, run, don't walk, to your nearest bookstore. Send it to them, give it to them, read it for yourself. According to my sister, you need to do more than simply present the opportunity. Don't say, "You need to read this." Just say, "I read this and enjoyed it, and I thought you might too." What miracles does God have lined up when you read this message? I have no idea, but I took one leap of faith to send it to someone the first time and saw infinitesimal results that I'm still in awe over. So basically, I'm not limiting anything God decides to do with this book and a little prompting from me anymore. Why? Because I'm here to attest. Miracles happen. 2004.
Reflections on Life, written by Staci Stallings. Copyright Staci Stallings 2005. Narrated by Michaela Acker. Production copyright Staci Stallings 2023. Like and subscribe to the Staci Stallings YouTube channel so you never miss a second of the story.